Maxim Yali, whose expertise primarily lies in international relations and information warfare. Maxim Yali, I want to thank you for speaking to the public at this point. Before I really get to getting a broader sense of what is happening on the ground, Maxim, I want to ask you, you hail from Mariupol, and we've been watching several videos from Mariupol of massive destruction and devastation. I have been told that your mother is still offline for the last 3 days without any water supply, electricity, energy, surrounded by Russian troops. What is the situation like, Maxim? How are you handling it?
The situation is really crucial, because there are no any food, water supply, as you mentioned, no gas, no electricity, and no connection with the people. For example, I can't get in touch with my mother, sister for more than 3 weeks after they blocked all the internet and telephone. And people are sitting in the basements. My friend managed to call me yesterday, and when he described the situation, I was shocked, because it is much worse than in media, because people have no food, they cannot go out, there is constantly shelling. They dropped 2 days ago a huge bomb, I mean Russians, on the building of drama theater, where about 1,000 of women, old men, and mostly children were trying to find a rescue. And it was completely ruined. Luckily, the building managed, so the shelter is safe. But yesterday, when rescuers tried to take out children and people, Russians started shelling them again. So it's impossible to rescue those who are wounded and without air, without water. And corpses are spread all around the city. It's impossible to bury them even. For example, if a week ago people ate snow, because there is no water. Now they drink water from polluted small rivers, those who can. And people are starving. Even 2 weeks ago, when I talked with my niece's husband, he told me that there are no already any shops with food. They are ruined, they are robbed. So, and Russians do not let humanitarian aid to get to the city, to give the food to people and to evacuate some people. They are blackmailing in such a way. It is a Putin order not to let this humanitarian corridor to work, to sign capitulation, because they understand that Ukrainian army is winning. They wanted to win in this war very quickly for 3 days. Even American intelligence prognosed that we would lose very quickly. 96 hours they gave to give up Kyiv. But already 22 days we are fighting back. And in Mariupol, the situation is most crucial. There is a genocide of people. Thousands already are dead. And it's impossible to count how many. There are 400,000 people as hostages. Only a few thousand managed to escape by cars, but still they are on occupied territories, and Russians shelling roads. And I saw video and photos of the cars in which they are sitting. They are completely ruined. My friend told me that it is impossible. I asked him to check up whether my mother is alive. But he said, sorry, I cannot, because that district is completely ruined and destroyed. And I cannot go there by car because there are no roads. And I will just cut my tires. But I need to evacuate my wife and child. I said, of course, I agree. So I'm absolutely in despair. I'm asking all the international society to put a pressure on Putin, on Russians, to let these people to survive, because most of them didn't eat for 2 weeks already. They eat raw spaghetti, for example, he told me, in the basements. They cannot prepare food. They need to go out because to prepare it on open fire. But it's impossible because there is a constant shelling and people are killed. And they will start dying from starvation already very quickly, if not now already. And most important, there are no waters. And there's gonna be another catastrophe because all that corpse, which are spread and lying all around the city, dogs, rats eat them, and they will spread diseases. And you can imagine the psychological state of the people who are sitting in the darkness without light, without water, without food, in basements of the city, of the buildings. For 2 weeks, they can't even go out to the city. And I'm just, you can't imagine my feelings, what I'm feeling every day, every minute, not knowing what is happening with my 77-year-old mother who told me she can't even go downstairs to the basement. My sister, it's impossible, it's unbearable. And when I yesterday, my friends managed to go out from the city, when they told me what a nightmare is going on, it's the hell on earth. And all international society should understand it and should put pressure on Russians to stop this genocide of the 21st century, where hundreds of people are constantly dying, mostly children. I can't even imagine how many children were killed after they dropped a bomb deliberately. I repeat, deliberately, because there were signs near the building of drama theater that there are children inside. But they use it as a aim. It's just it's a terrorist tactics to kill as many civilians as possible, to make President Zelensky to sign capitulation. As you know, there are negotiations taking place between Russian and Ukrainian.
On the humanitarian level, it is extremely painful to what is happening to the people in Ukraine, and our hearts go out for all of you for putting up such a stiff resistance, and really prayers coming in from across the globe that the situation recovers at the earliest. I want to thank you for speaking to Republic at this point. A lot of questions that I wanted to ask you, but due to the paucity of time, there is some more breaking information coming in. We are cutting across to that, hoping to connect with you soon again, Maxim. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, you're welcome. I'm